Well, as typical you Western people, you always put your own ideas and values in other people.
Right.
And that was the first time I realized it's true. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, maybe I shouldn't impose my values.
Oh, yeah.
on him.
Okay.
So Lars, somebody asked us a question, sent us a question that is, what is the benefit of taking a degree abroad?
Okay, so I didn't do that, but my children did. And I can see at least one great benefit, and that is that you get out of your normal social circle.
Yeah.
So you have to connect with other people. Otherwise, if you would take the degree close to where you came from, you'll probably stay with the same friends you grew up with,
Yeah.
mainly. Perhaps meet a few more, but that's it. Anything?
I think that's good. I think, by the way, it's probably even more clear sometimes when you're a parent, you have to send your kids because you have different emotions involved.
Yeah.
I think there is a point to that. I think there's a second point to that, which is you can become anyone you want to be. So I actually like, I wasn't the coolest kid in school. I don't think I'm the coolest person now, but I loved the fact that I was able to go somewhere else, to go to the US, and be whoever I wanted to be. I had no expectations of who I was as a person.
You could make a change, take a step up.
I could take a step upside. I can be more funny, less funny, more quiet, less quiet, because people set certain expectations for you over time that you have to live, which you tend to live up to. So at that point in time, you can sort of call it fresh. Third view is you get a completely different point of view on the things you think are normal. So we had this case, I don't want to make it too long, but we had a case at MIT that was about people trekking up the, what is it called? The Everest, Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And on the way up, they figure out there's a storm coming. So what do? They turn around, they start going down.
Yeah.
As they go down, there's a shepherd coming up. And the shepherd looks exhausted and he's going into basically what we can consider sudden death. I mean, like he's going to die if he keeps going up.
Yeah.
And the question, the case becomes, what should you do? Should you allow the shepherd to keep going up? Or should you, bring him down? Knowing full well the shepherd knows that he's going into probably certain death. And so I was thinking, I read this case, I'm like, of course you got to grab him and help him down. You can't have him commit suicide in front of you, basically.
Before you finish it, can I say what I would guess?
Yeah.
The shepherd knows much more than you do, and he thinks it's gonna hit harder below than high up.
So I know actually, to be fair, he is going into certain death. But somebody in the class is, well, as typical you Western people, you always put your own ideas and values in other people.
Right.
And that was the first time I realized it's true. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, maybe I shouldn't impose my values on him.
Okay. Yeah.
So the third thing for me is, long story way of saying, that you really get to go outside your comfort zone and you get to explore other views, other opinions, others, everything. I think also as a fourth thing, I think you find that there are other careers that are possible in other countries. There are other things that matter in other countries. So you actually open up your mind to a completely different set of potential career options that you're used to.
I think you also learn that it's much easier to adapt to living in a new country than perhaps you thought.
Yeah.
That's for instance, when I moved from Denmark to Switzerland.
Yes.
I didn't know how that would be, and I was concerned. We don't know anybody and so on. It took a few weeks, and then we were actually integrated and began to have friends and having a good time.
And I think the important thing is you have to move. Because when you go on holiday, you never get in underneath the real level of the country, right? It's not the same. We're in Croatia right now. We're not part of Croatia in the same way you would be if you moved to a country, even if it's just for 6 months or longer.
Croatia.
So highly recommend you to go and try and study abroad, whether it's 6 months, a semester, or it's the whole education. I'm sure it will explore and change the way that you believe the world works. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this clip. I really hope you enjoyed it. Comment below so I can follow your journey, I can be part of your life, and hopefully you'll be part of mine as well. And if you haven't already done it, click subscribe below, and we can be part of this entrepreneurial and leadership and career adventure together.